Now to another crazy turn in the John Conyers ballot probe. Tonight, one of the circulators at the heart of this debate, it turns out, is a wanted criminal. Business editor Rod Maloney live downtown with more details on a story that he first broke. What have you dug up now, Rod?
The twists and turns just keep coming, Devin. Take a look. These are the nominating petitions of Daniel Alex Pennington. Now, he was out doing this in the winter, collecting it, getting money for these signatures, and these are some of the signatures that are in question about whether the congressman can actually get on the ballot. Well, it turns out that while he was collecting these, he was also wanted by two different police agencies with arrest warrants because he's a convicted criminal. 23-year-old Daniel Alexander Pennington spent his winter gathering signatures for Congressman John Conyers' re-election campaign, and he was paid 75 cents a signature for his efforts. He was also running from the law at the same time. This is Pennington 2 years ago, after his conviction in Battle Creek on home invasion and theft charges. The court documents say that he was looking at up to 15 years in prison, but instead received a sentence of 1 year in jail. But Pennington never made it to the jailhouse. Police say he skipped town, and they put out not one but two felony warrants for his arrest. Turns out Pennington was alternating between Battle Creek and Lansing and finding trouble in the state's capital as well. He had numerous run-ins with Lansing police, who put out a misdemeanor arrest warrant for him shortly after he'd been sentenced in Battle Creek. Other cases in the court database show that he'd been arrested for hanging out near drug houses, giving police false information, and then committing the assault. When Pennington didn't show up in court last year on the charge in Lansing, the court gave police a misdemeanor warrant for his arrest then. Police now believe he came to Detroit to hide from those warrants, and clearly Pennington never imagined his part-time winter job would put him in the spotlight like this. Adolph Mongo is running Reverend Horace Sheffield's campaign. Sheffield is running against Conyers.
And when Reverend Sheffield came out and said that John Conyers was not in control of his office, was not in control of his campaign, he was right.
Now, I put a phone call into the Conyers campaign about Daniel Pennington, about the situation, whether they knew that they had a wanted felon gathering signatures for them. No call back on that one. And believe it or not, I also got Daniel Pennington on the phone today. I spoke to him just long enough to ask him about this whole situation, his involvement with it, tried to get an interview with him. He hung up the phone. Reporting live downtown, Rod Maloney, Local 4.